Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Bookmarks. And this is where I share some cool books that I've read and I tell you about what I've learned from them. Now, over the years, it's just kind of worked out. I love reading in all forms, but I tend to read fiction in book form. And nonfiction, I tend to like to audiobook. So all bookmark references I'm going to be giving to you are going to be numbers. So timestamps, not book pages. First book I'm going to be talking about is The Dawn of Everything, A New History of Humanity by David Graeber and David Weintraub. And as a David myself, these are just more Daves I know. This book, according to the blurb, challenges traditional narratives of human history and offers a more hopeful and interesting account of human development. It argues that Indigenous people were very critical of the Europeans that they met, not the people, but their way of life. Their first criticism focused on the lack of freedom that almost every average European had. They were all subservient to some sort of great king who was better than everyone else. But as it went on, they started to look and they really started to become very critical of the inequality that they saw in European society. Now, this set of critiques or criticisms became known as the Indigenous critique. And the ideas were really eloquently expressed and organized by a Huron-Wendat leader named Candiaronk. And his ideas were recorded first in a French book by the nobleman Baron de la Hontan, which was written in the 17th century. The book was called New Voyages to North America, and it recounted his experience among Native North American tribes in the Great Lakes region. It was a super popular book. It went on to shape Enlightenment thought by producing new ideas like freedom, equality, and democracy. Like, these are ideas I'm going to argue are still pretty important today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about the Indigenous critique and how the Indigenous critique really shaped the world we live in today, I'd encourage you to read the book. I want you to read the whole book, but if you just want to go to the bookmark I'm talking about, it's chapter 2, 28 minutes, 24 seconds in. So bookmark, chapter 2, 28 minutes, 24 seconds in. That's the Indigenous critique. Enjoy listening and learning, and be sure to subscribe and like for more bookmarks. Peace.